Hello, Klaus here from Planet ETN. Here comes a video in two parts. So first part is about the shutdown of the app and the web-based myelectroneum.com. The second part of this video is about the paper wallet and the migration tool that is available now to migrate your paper wallet to the new blockchain. And these two are not connected. The app wallet and the web-based myelectroneum.com, they are shutting down. They are like an interface for your already migrated. They're working on the new chain already, the new Electroneum 2.0 chain. So what that means that it shuts down. Let's go to the screen here so we can just take a look. So we have here a date, 12th of July, important. That's when myelectroneum.com and the app is going to shut down. But Electroneum have created a very easy way to retrieve your private keys. The key, you know, so you get your private key, which means that you, after you have that, you have full control of this wallet. So they give you full access to your Web3 wallet, and from there. And probably the easiest way to migrate over to get your private key is to download the Zypto app and follow the guides. And you can follow the guides on Planet ETN. We have guides up here. And there are, for example, this Zypto wallet here. How to import your ETN wallet into the Zypto app, step-by-step guide. That's probably the easiest way for anyone. If you want to be more active with Web3 and, you know, check out tokens and NFTs and so on, it might be interesting to take a look at the MetaMask or the other types of wallets and try and understand that. So that's an important date that this is there. Okay, let's talk about the paper wallet, because these are on the old legacy chain, and the legacy chain, Electroneum 1.0, let's call it, it's not going to shut down at the 12th, so it's not related to this. In the last video from Richard, we didn't get a date. He said at least 6 months. So I think it's pretty safe to say that, you know, it's probably going to be up the rest of 2026, you know. But somewhere around maybe the new year or after in early 2027, they're going to, you know, communicate this on the social media a lot. So don't worry about that, you know. But you might as well start to migrate. So now we're at the second part of this video, and we're going to look at how to actually migrate whatever ETN you have on your paper wallet to the new chain. So let's take a look here. We should have a link to the Smart Chain Migration tool here. We go there. You're gonna get a link to GitHub, and you know, this might get, you know, scare some people, you know, GitHub, because it's usually very technical, and you get things like this, you know, you download, but it's not so hard. It's just, you know, download links. I'm on Windows here now, so I'm gonna download this one. So it's downloading here now, and yeah, I already downloaded it before, I can see, so I got two now. I can start the old one, and this is important here now. This is very important, because everything in crypto since the beginning, Bitcoin wallets, everything, the security software in Windows, and if you have you know, maybe antivirus software or something like that, they are usually gonna complain about this, because they get flagged as this is not secure, you know, because there's been so much things in crypto with scams and miners that install, and viruses, all kinds of crypto related viruses. So you probably, most likely, are gonna get some kind of secure, whatever you are on, you know, you're gonna get some kind of little security notification here. here on Windows, I will click more info. That's usually how these security software go. Sometimes you need to click advanced, or I had on a different computer where I tested, I had Nod 32 antivirus. So it also gave a similar little window like that, and I had to click advanced and then allow, you know, to really make sure that I allowed it. So now when I clicked this, I can click run anyway. So now it should open and install. We just wait for this. Here we go. Very nice looking application from Electroneum here. So now we need to fill out the ETN address, the spend key, and the view key, and check that you understand. So in one of these, you know, you have all of these here. You can, of course, write them in letter by letter, but that's a bit tedious. So I'm gonna open it here as a PDF as well, because I printed it. And it's this one. And it's upside down here, and this is a bit, yeah, you need to do this carefully, because first here now, I'm gonna select this wallet here. But before I paste it in, I'm actually gonna paste it into a simple notepad here, because what I notice is that there's enter in here. I'm gonna remove the enter, or, you know, so there's no rows that break here. So I have one, and I can verify, you know, that I don't have like a space or anything like that. You know, it should be clean like this. Okay, so I've cleaned that up, and I'm gonna add that to the ETN address. So public wallet address, that's the one, that's the long one. Now I'm gonna go to the spend, and now everything is upside down, which doesn't make things easier, but so let's do spend. All right, same thing here. We need to sanitize the string. So now we can go to and add this to spend. And next we have private view. And again there, you know, it's so easy to kind of miss. You see here, I'm having a trouble. There we go. But you need to be very careful with that. You know, it's a bit, you know, marking and different PDF viewers and so on. It can be a bit weird there, you know. And if you do not manage to do that, I mean, what you always can do is, of course, to write them down manually. I mean, it's extremely boring to do so, but I mean, it's possible. If you fail and fail, it is working, you know. But sometimes it can be a bit fiddly, you know. So there we have, and there's no space, anything. I can copy this now. So now I've sanitized these strings here, and everything should be good. I understand, you know, it's the terms and condition. You can click this, and you can also read through terms and conditions about everything. You always should, but no one really does. And now we're gonna start this, and it's gonna start, and this is gonna take some time. This is actually gonna take quite a lot of time, because what's happening here is that it's now scanning the whole old legacy blockchain for all the transactions and all the ETNs that's ever been moved in this wallet. And in the end, it's gonna find how many ETNs you have left. I know this wallet only have one ETN, so it's not huge, this wallet. But again, this is gonna take some time, so I'm gonna pause the video here now. And come back when this is done. It's gonna take, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, but we see here it's probably gonna take an hour or a couple of hours, I'm not sure. Let's see. All right, we are back, and that took quite some time, probably like 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. But it's now migrated. So if you have this, and it's probably, if you have slower internet connection, it might take even longer. So This is something that you could do overnight, perhaps if you start in the evening and then in the morning it should be synced and ready. But what do we have here now? Yes, so I'm just going to check the audio. Yes, it's working. So now it's been migrated to the new ETN 2 blockchain. And here is, so there is one ETN, as I knew, in this paper wallet. If we click view on the blockchain, we can see this is the block explorer. We can see there is one now. Here is the address. Perfect. So there, and here I now have the private key. And this one is so important that you keep secure, etc. But with this, you have full access to this wallet now. And you can, for example, just open the Zypto app. And you can do import wallet. It's a very simple thing. And then import with private key. And you select network. The second one, it's the same as ETH and Binance and Base. You see the ETN logo, so I can press that. And I can call it Paper Wallet 1. And I can now add this private key in here to import this wallet and have full access to these one ETN in my Zypto app. Or if I want to add this wallet to MetaMask or Trust Wallet or something else with this private key, there's no issues at all to do this. And please check the tutorials, the guides we have on Planet ETN. I think you will learn to do this. Download Smart Chain Paper Wallet. Okay, so you can actually download a paper wallet here. I'm gonna try this. Let's try this. And we can see exactly. And here we go. Okay, so they made a nice little, that's very nice of Electroneum. Everything is very smooth and they made it so easy. So now you have, you know, a new paper wallet, so to speak, but this one is on Electroneum 2, you know, the new EVM blockchain. Yeah, I think that, I mean, again, you know, this really shows how much time and effort Electroneum is putting into helping us to guide us through all the way to this new blockchain and try and keep us secure, etc. This is great. I hope this was helpful. Again, do not forget that you need to move your coins away, or you need to retrieve your private key from your app or myelectroneum.com, the web-based wallet, before the 12th of July. So it's an important date. However, this that we just did now, once again, the paper wallet, you are going to be able to migrate probably all the way until New Year's Eve to 2027. But, you know, don't trust me on that. Keep an eye on Electroneum's social media. They will give you a time on this later this year, and there will be a lot of notifications about this. So don't worry about that one. Thank you. That's all from me. Bye-bye.